Today we are going to talk about the structure of flower. The structure of flower, it's a very simple one. You should know there are two types of flowers, the unisexual flowers and the bisexual flowers. Now here in this particular flower, I have chosen a flower where both the reproductive systems are very clear. The male reproductive part is also visible in this flower and the female reproductive part is also visible here. First of all, understand the basic structure. The basic structure is that this is the part of the flower which is being attached, because of which the flower is being attached to the stem. So this is pedicel. In the case of leaf, it is petiole. In the case of flower, it is pedicel. Then this is the structure, this is a portion where all the things are arranged. So जैसे हम थाली लगाकर खाना खाते हैं, but same way it is this portion where all the things are arranged in a round pattern. As you can see in this flower, everything is arranged in a round pattern, and this round pattern is called whorl. WHORL. Then comes the first whorl around it is sepal. This is green colored. What is the function of this green colored sepal? At the time when the flower is in bud stage, when it is closed like this, then this is the portion, this green color portion is going to protect the flower in its bud stage, B-U-D, bud stage. Later on, when the flower blooms, then this is taken at the back. Sepal, green colored sepal. Pedicel, thalamus, sepal. Then comes this colored part. In this case, I have the red petals. Petals. Now comes these petals. What are the functions? The main function is to attract insects for pollination. रंग बिरंगा होने के लिए, रंग बिरंगा होने का reason ही ये है. Sometimes it is yellow, orange, so many colors. Flower comes in so many colors. They have so much of variety, fragrance. All this because to attract insects. Because एक हम बचपन से पोएम आपको करवा रहे हैं क्लासेस में, तितली उड़ी है ना, फूलों पे चढ़ी, हम बस में चढ़ाते हैं वैसे वो फूलों पे चढ़ती है. तो वाई? टू अट्रैक्ट इंसेक्ट्स. Insects are getting attracted towards this color and the fragrance of the flower. Thereby, it will help in the pollination. Then here comes another word, pollination. Pollination comes from a word pollen. As you can see in my flower, this yellow-like structure is visible to you. This yellow-like thing is visible to you. If I focus it more like this, then it is a yellow-colored part. And this yellow-colored portion is the pollen grain, and that is where this pollination word comes out. When the pollens are transferred, this is pollination. Now we will take that topic later on. Right now we are focusing on the structure of a flower. Pedicel, thalamus, sepals, and then the petals. Now, the very important part, the very important use of the flower is that it is a reproductive part of a plant. So all the reproduction, sexual reproduction will happen here. So we need male and female sexual reproduction. So two gametes are required. The male reproductive system is this part. Now in different flowers, they are arranged differently. Usually, just for the sake of understanding, like in the case of lily, cobra lily, the leaf, we have seen this kind of structure. This is the filament part. This is the round global part. This is the anther, right? When you will open this anther, lot of grains are there, powdery things are there, just like cherry in your custard. So they are the pollen grains. Then this centrally standing tall structure, which is the female reproductive part, which is called the pistil or the carpel, right? Somewhere it is written carpel, somewhere it is written pistil. And if you will talk in the scientific language, this is called androecium and this is called gynoecium. But which this thing you will learn later on. Right now, sepal, petal, then this structure is called stamen. Together it will be called stamen. Together this is called stamen, and individually this is filament, this is anther. Together this structure is called as carpel, but once it is, we are taking it step by step. This is stigma. I always say माँ है तो इसकी गोद होगी, उसमें pollen grain चिपकेगा, तो pollen grain, stigma, style, the long slender stalk is called style, and the swollen portion is called the ovary, where all the fertilization happens. And it is somewhat hidden here in this particular portion. So when we do the dissection of the flower, in the previous video when we were doing the cobra lily dissection, I missed out that ovary portion, and that is why I have to take this video again. We will today dissect this flower nicely so that we can see the ovary and the ovule portion also. So right now this is the carpel portion, right? Stigma, style and ovary. So this is one slender female reproductive structure, and these are lot of stamens here. And देखिए नाम में ही बात छुपी हुई है, stamen. Men will make you understand this is a male reproductive part of the flower. Flower itself is reproductive. उस reproductive part में भी reproductive structure होंगे male and female. तो male structure में stamen, or this is carpel pistil. Now that is the complete structure. You can label it nicely. If you have got a space, I always make my students understand. Always draw a diagram on a 8 to 10 line pattern. In your notebooks, you have 8 to 10 line. Not too big, not too small. An appropriate size is good enough to draw the diagrams. So this is the structure of the flower. In the next video, we are going to share how the dissection of the flower is there and what are the parts which we are understanding through diagram. Are they really there present in this flower? Thank you, class.